This monster called masturbation, sadly, is being practiced by so many youth in the cities and so-called civilized worlds. However, that is not the case in the villages. The sad and regrettable part of it is that the young men and women who engaged themselves in this self-abused and demonic acts are the sons and daughters of Muslims and Christians, pastors, imams, deacons, sheikhs, and bishops. This self-degrading habit called masturbation is very addictive, to say the least, and it can live with one for so many years. I am not oblivious of the fact that there has been so many justifications and arguments for masturbations from religious quarters and health aspects. However, stop all these arguments and ask yourself the following questions. How do you normally feel after you finished masturbating yourself? You feel so regretted, isn't it? You feel so remorseful, right? And so sad. You do hate yourself. You ask, why? You go through the whole day depressed, sad. Therefore, this is the best convincing argument against self-abuse masturbation. Masturbation is bad and it is not good. Now let's look at some of the causes, at the same time bearing in mind the solutions. Before this age of smartphones and internet, what often pushed the victims of self-abuse into masturbations are cinema and pornographic movies or films, called those days blow films. After paying to enter the cinema and watched the blow film late at night, then that monster will wake up in you. The way out, sadly, masturbation. Or after peeping through a small hole and watched that innocent lady or girl in the bathroom, then that vampire in you becomes thirsty for blood. Or certain graphics, newspapers, pictures, mental images are always pushing the victim and the patients into masturbating themselves. Now, today, in these smartphones and internet age, the infestation and invasion of pornographic materials in our online activities makes it extremely difficult to stay pure. But remember that the solution lies within you. Your willpower, your innermost being and your resolution to say enough is enough to pornographic materials. Resist any attempt which will lead you to watch pornographic films or photos. Remember that porn is the fuel of this evil habit called masturbation. You may consider some of the apps or applications that will help you to flush out and to block all those pornographic materials from your system. One of such apps is Porn Terminator. Consider it and install it. At times, most people who get these pornographic materials get it through from friends. So tell a friend to stop sending those pornographic materials to you. And those friends who will not take a hit and continue to send you those materials, block them. If your existing Facebook account has been overtaken and has not been regulated very well, don't hesitate to close it and create a new one. Then choose your friends with due diligence. You can also survive without being on a Facebook. Avoid being alone in rooms and in bed for too long. Erase every memory which will remind you of masturbation. And anytime temptation comes up, pick a book and start reading. Start listening to preachings and motivational speeches and videos like this constantly. Engage yourself in physical exercises. It will boost the entire quality of your health. It will help you to recover and to stay pure. If possible, consider marrying early a priority. Finally, remember that the complete recovery can only be achieved by putting into practice almost all the suggestions or almost all the suggested solutions here. Then don't forget to pray, because prayer is very effective in overcoming most of the difficulties that we face in our life. But prayer goes hand in hand. This monster called masturbation, sadly, is being practiced by so many youth in the cities and so-called civilized worlds. However,